Hello everyone and welcome back to another watch repair video. My name is Hector and today we have this Bulova watch. It has an 8N24 Miyota skeleton movement. It's a beauty indeed. And the owner was complaining the watch is not working, so I'm winding it, see what's going on. So the rotor is moving, as you can see. So the automatic mechanism is working, but the balance is not moving at all whatsoever. No matter what I do, I shake it, I really want it up, but it's not moving, just the rotor, nothing else. So we have to open it, inspect it, and see what's going on. But something I noticed right away is that the regulator is missing from the balance cog. So something very suspicious. Let's open it up because that regulator must be the troublesome in this story. So I'm screwing the back. I have to be careful. I don't want to make ugly scratches, finger cuts. Not leaving my fingerprints on the watch, on the movement especially, because the outside of the watch is great, but we can clean it, but the movement is a problem. And take a look, the regulator is right on the back. It's stuck right there. So this is the problem why the watch is not ticking. And you know what? I think the hairspring, the balance spring, is gonna be a mess. Crown and stem go out. We have to remove these 3 screws. They are holding the movement inside the case. There we go. One at a time. Out it goes. Next piece of plastic and carefully removing hands. Already. Okie dokie. Next, the dial. It's been held in place by these 2 tiny screws. We don't have to unscrew all the way out. Just a little bit, allowing the dial to go out. Put in there, securing it. Now it's always safe to move the rotor. So we do so. And under the microscope, take a look at this balance spring. It's a total chaos. It's a total mess. It's completely out of shape. It's completely understandable because the regulator somehow pinched the balance spring. It has a boot form and kind of like a hook preventing the hairspring to go out. So when it just simply, when the regulator jumps off the balance cog, it pulls the hairspring, distorting and causing all sorts of trouble. Now we're gonna take it out so you can take a better look at the hairspring and balance complete. I'm assuming this is the trouble. So once we replace this balance complete, hopefully the watch will start ticking again. Now in a moment we are going to see if the watch is escaping by moving the pallet fork. If it jumps like that, it means that the watch is escaping. So hopefully once we put back the new balance complete, it will start running again. So new balance complete, look at the perfect hairspring, perfect coils. You see the boot shape that I was talking about previously, like a minute ago. So it's like a hook that is holding the hairspring in place. So that's the main trouble. Once that gets off the balance cog, it pulls the balance spring, causing it a total chaos. We have to clean it. I use hexane. I leave it there, for a good couple hours. And then I put it on paper, dry it quickly, and then I suspended it on a piece of plywood, like you're gonna see in a moment, like that. So allowing it to completely dry. This is very important. You can see already. So now we're gonna put it on the movements, and this is a very tense moment. The moment of truth, the moment we're gonna see if that's a problem or not. There we go, carefully, and off it goes. I know it. So the regulator was the big problem here. Okie dokie, so we're gonna secure the balance cock with this screw. And of course, we have to lubricate the jewels on both sides. We're gonna start with the balance cock first. We remove the cap jewel carefully because if that jumps, it's probably impossible for me to find it again. So I use Radical to hold it. I got the cap out and then the whole jewel also out. I use Xane to clean it, and once it is clean, as you can see here, I put the whole jewel back in place, making sure the balance staff pivot goes inside the hole. So I use a piece of plywood and there it goes. So let's do a close-up. You can see the pivot just spinning right there. Okay, I use Mobius 9010 to lubricate the cap jewel little by little. I don't want to put an excessive amount of oil, especially because this is very important. We need to have the same amount of oil on both sides of the balance, on the balance cock and also on the main plate. If we have a difference between those two, we're gonna have some timing issue, some rate issue when we move the watch. So we're putting the cap jewel. Very tense moment, but we got it. You see the perfect drop suspended on the cap jewel. That's what we want to see. Look at that. Perfect circle of oil suspended on the cap jewel. That's exactly what we want to see. Look at the coil, breathing in, breathing out in a perfect shape. That's what we're looking for. That's beautiful. Alrighty, so we do the same thing on the main plate and then we're ready to assemble it. We continue by putting the dial back, securing it with both screws, one here and one there. We move on with the hands. There we go. Trying to align it the best I can, even though later on I can adjust it. But yeah, there we go. Now this one needs to be perfect because I won't be able to adjust it later on. There we go. It looks good. And then the second hand, gentle push. Already. Now we have to take the stem and crown one more time out because we need to case the movement in a moment. Okay, looks nice. Perfect. Putting the stem and crown back in. Just for a moment, I'll have to take it out again to lubricate it. But just to secure the movement now, to put these 3 screws in place, holding the movement inside the case. There we go. Lubricating the gasket and also stem and the gasket in the crown tube. We are almost done here. Already. So I use silicone grease for the gasket here. That's to prevent water and moisture to go in. And inside it goes. There we go. Nice. Now it's time for the rotor. Right there. Just one screw. I'm holding the rotor with a piece of plywood and silicone grease for the case gasket. I don't want to neglect on this process because I'm securing, I'm making sure moisture and water don't go inside the watch. Perfect. Back. And we are almost ready. Just one final check, and that's gonna be with the time grapher. So let's see the final result. There you go. As you can see, we have 0 seconds, close to 0 seconds in the rate, so it's not gaining or losing. No, now we have positive 3 seconds and an amplitude of 296 degree and a bit error of 0.6. That is insane. That is pretty good. So we're looking almost to a brand new watch here. Look at that. Now 0 seconds a day, 285 degree and 0.6 milliseconds of error. Look at that. A beauty indeed. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope to see you all on the next one.